Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Myron the Barber, and I want to walk y'all through this burst Mohawk fade. Now here we go. As I get started, I use my T outliners to create my initial line of demarcation. I'm going up about an inch or so above the ear, a little bit more than an inch above the ear. In a round pattern, trying to make it as straight and as smooth as possible, as I possibly can. Just cleaning it out, taking my time. Just trying to pay attention to detail here, because your initial line pretty much determines the shape or the style of the haircut. I want to apologize for my camera. I'm using my phone, just trying to autofocus as I'm cutting. And, there you have it, my first initial line. So I can get started with the actual cut. And I have my Oster fast feeds here all the way open, and I'm creating my second guideline, going about a ½ inch up, and just kind of going straight up, not really blending right now, just creating my guidelines. Going around the ear. Always combing the hair down so you can see what you're doing. I use a comb. Some people use a brush. I use a comb or a brush, whichever is your preference. You always want to make sure you're laying the hair down so you can see exactly what you're doing. So now that I have my second guideline, I have my number 1 guard now on my fast feeds all the way open, and I'm going in a straight up motion. Not really flicking out, just using the heel of my clippers to do the work for me so that I don't press into the hair, changing the shape for the wave that I want to fade. Brushing the hair down, combing the hair down, and I like to go over it until I feel that that I've taken off enough hair, or as much that I would like to take off. Just going in that upward motion, combing the hair down. This client here was tired, he was ready to go. Now I have my number 2 guard all the way open, going in that same upward motion, letting the heel of the clipper do the work, and just creating another guideline here. I'm not too worried about blending right now, because all of that will come as I get the guidelines of the haircut. After I get the guidelines of the haircut. See, I'm not really flicking out, I'm just going in that upward motion. With my clippers closed now, going right underneath that open too. It's actually starting my blend now, so you'll see a lot more flicking. All right, then I went back to my number 1 guard open, going right underneath the number 2 closed guard, so that I can bring that blend together, getting the appearance of the fade. Still going into those guidelines. Now you want to use your mirrors a lot, because us as barbers, we want to use that barber's eye, and it's good to use the mirror because it'll never lie to you. You know, we think we see things and they're not really there, or they are. So you want to use the mirrors. And with my number 1 closed, going right underneath the open 1 guard position, and just cleaning up my work. And you can see the blend coming in together here. Now I have my 1/16 guard, and I'm going right up underneath the 1 guard closed position. I'm flicking out a little bit more, progressing that blend. And I like to use my corners as well. That's a technique that'll come with time. You just want to take your time when using it, because you could bring the fade up if you go too high. So you just want to take your time when using those corners. You know, and with those corners, you're basically just going at the darker areas, kind of balancing out your dark and lights, so that your fade can come together smoothly. Opening and closing your clipper position. While combing or brushing the hair down. Now I went back to no guard with my clipper in the open position. And I'm just flicking right out underneath my closed 1/16 position, using my corner technique. And once again, I apologize for my camera trying to autofocus. Clipper closed now. Going at my initial guideline. I like to use a closed clipper at the initial guideline because it prevents me from taking my fade up or messing up my blend. It's like a safety. Because sometimes when you use your trimmers to flick at that initial guideline, you can go too high without the proper training or experience. So you just want to take your time with your light and darks, opening and closing the clipper position. I'm just progressing that fade, excuse me. combing the hair down, making sure it lays. You can see that blend coming in smooth now. Use your mirror. Just take a step back and see your work so you know where to go into next. Here I am using my 1/16 higher into the fade. Flicking at my my dark spots with my corner. Like I said, you wanna create safety when going higher into the fade. That's why I put my guard on, so that you don't take the fade higher. Just opening and closing your clipper, going at those darks and lights. Number 1 guard, going into that area. Cleaning up the fade. Coming in smooth now. Using your corners. You know, you always want to keep your clients clean. You want to blow them off or with a blow dryer, or use your neck duster, especially with kids. That hair aggravates them. And here I am doing the lineup with my T outliners. I turned them in to the skeleton. I'll make a video on that later on how to do that. But here I am lining my client up. You want to keep those lines natural as possible. This particular client, his mother likes it sideburn skinny. But you want to keep your lines as natural as possible. And your trimmers, you want to make sure you adjust those correctly. You don't want them too sharp. You don't want to cut or aggravate the skin. I like to go over the hair. So that those lines can get really detailed and crisp. Like I said, it's important to adjust your clippers correctly, so that you're not nicking or cutting your client. And taking your time so that your lines are visible and detailed and clean as possible. It really pops the haircut out, making it look nice. Taking your time. And here I am using my trimmers with the corners, flicking out that initial line, kind of going at my lights and darks again. And that, like I said, that technique, takes a little experience, because you could end up taking your fade higher than you want it to. And this blend looking real smooth now. Combing that hair down. I did a little detail work after I cut the camera off, but that's pretty much it. Here you have it. the left side of the. There you have it, a burst Mohawk fade. Myron the Barber. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned. I'll see you soon.